Hello and welcome back to my magical chamber. I am the Soul Enchantress, and today's topic is about spiritual protection. So, as always, these are channeled messages, and I'm guided to speak about specific topics as and when they come up, as a collective consciousness issue or in my clients' lives. And this is about spiritual protection. So as much as I do physical protection, enchantment work for my clients, most of it, well, all of it, always has a spiritual protection element to it. So this is also touching on curses and hexes. And if you feel that you are receiving some kind of a spiritual attack, okay? So I am going to speak really briefly about how you will be able to tell if a specific area of your life has been affected, and also the difference between kind of what you would normally feel if you were stressed out about a certain situation or at work or at home or relationships, whatever, as opposed to how to tell the difference between, kind of stress in that way mentally, to if something outside of you is deliberately crossing you or deliberately intending harm on a spiritual level. So really quickly, I also want to say that sometimes there seems to be in the spiritual community kind of this ostrich, as I say, or put your head in the sand kind of attitude towards protection or towards the darker side of the craft. And as I've always said, there's two sides. It's two sides to the same coin. It is not black or white. It's literally what you make it. But having said that, this is something that I really want to make clear and stress. As long as you are in a physical body and your soul inhabits a physical body and you live in this three-dimensional reality, you do need spiritual protection, okay? The reason being that, as I said to you, the ostrich train of thought in the spiritual community is that, oh no, I work only with the light, I only work with high vibrational beings, and therefore I don't need protection. Well, let me tell you, I work on both sides of the coin, but at the same time, I also work on probably more high vibrational planes than most people do. But as long as you are in a physical body, and this is information that I've been given in order to let you know, as long as you are in a physical body and you are living a three-dimensional reality, you are still living in the slowest moving, lowest density realm. So for you to not worry about any kind of spiritual attack or psychic debris or energetic imprints impacting you negatively, well, that's actually really being, I don't want to say the word stupid, silly, because if your vibration was so high and you actually, in order for you to be an automatic deflection shield, in order for you not to be harmed by anything spiritually at all without any kind of defenses, you would have to be so high vibrational that your body would cease to exist. Yes, it is true that in high vibrational realms it doesn't make a difference, but you are not living in that realm. You still are occupying your body, so therefore you need protection in the spiritual realm, if that makes sense. So no matter how high vibrational your work is, you need spiritual layers and layers and layers of protection, okay? And that is just how it works. So the reason that those who do extremely high vibrational work may not be affected is because they have those layers of protection that they have consciously put in place. And also, it's kind of like a rule of thumb. I mean, if you know someone is an extremely powerful sorcerer or sorceress or or a magical practitioner, you don't really mess with them because they would have things in place that would deflect off them and straight back to you, and they don't even need to know that you've even done anything. So I have things in place where I don't need to know what someone is doing. It will just, you only have to think it, it'll deflect back. Okay, so that is how I work with my clients in order to layer their protection. I actually layer all of my enchantments across the board, whether it's prosperity, whether it's confidence, self-love, protection, or cleansing. It doesn't matter. Everything is layered because you're a spiritual being, and there's so many different layers that you can't see that you need to keep clear, and that is how you build the life that you desire. Okay, so let me get into I don't want this video to be really long, so I'm going to tell you just a few ways in which you will be able to tell if specific areas of your life are being affected and are being breached by negative or harmful spiritual activity. So one of the easiest ways is, a lot of people, even though you may not have great sleeping patterns, you will find that you can't actually sleep, or you will have horrific nightmares over and over and over. You may wake up with headaches. You may feel very lethargic. You may also have irrational fears that spring into your mind. And also, you might even actually get sick. Okay, so these are not the ascension symptoms as your vibration raises, where you may get headaches or it's very different symptoms, and because there's like 2 or 3 different things that will happen. But also pay attention. You will find that initially, if you're at the beginning stages of an attack, you will actually find that they're like little things that go amiss, like such bad luck. But all of a sudden you'll find that there's a string of it, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you're having more than 3 things that you would term as bad luck in the same area of your life happen, say within a week, I would actually start paying attention. You might as well pay attention. A lot of times what happens is people actually ignore it, and it becomes so exacerbated that when they actually reach out for help, there is so much that is being affected, and one part of their life is leading to the other, that they're entrenched in this kind of spiritual warfare. So it's better to kind of sense it at the beginning and nip it in the bud, so to speak. And also, a lot of the curses and hexes I'm using the terms interchangeably, but they are completely different. But we won't go into that. Some of them, yes, can be done intentionally by people who intentionally want to harm you. Either they're extremely envious of you, jealous of you, are enraged and angry at you, or any kind of emotion that they are feeling, or thought patterns they're feeling, that they want to harm you. And I'm talking about spiritual protection, not when you've done something to justify someone smacking you back, okay? This is spiritual protection for things that are not of your making. So you're not the cause of it, okay? So if you actually go and do harm to a person, well, expect to get attacked back because you deserve it. But if you haven't caused it and they are actually causing it, then this is when I step in, and I actually not just protect my clients, I actually do a lot of reversal work. Some of you may have seen my posts today and on Instagram on some hex burning and reversal talismans that I'm creating. So I actually do reversal workings, not just the talismans are just a byproduct of the actual powered up working. So I create workings to send that energy back to its source, and that is extremely powerful. And those who send it don't actually want to be anywhere around when that hits them back. So, and there's no karmic debt attached to that, because that negative energy did not originate from you. It originated from wherever it originated from, and you're literally just sending it back. It's like if someone left a bag of rubbish on your doorstep, you're not going to take that bag of rubbish in. You are literally going to say to the person who left it, please take it back. It's not my rubbish. So it's a similar thing. You're just sending the garbage energy back to the person that originated it. Okay, so those are some I think I've covered. So another couple of ways in which you may find, say for example, you are going along, you have a business or you're working, whatever, and you're going along and your money is flowing in, everything is fine, but all of a sudden you find a client drops out here and another one, and just like different things happen, projects that you are supposed to get paid on get held up. So these are energetic blocks. Again, spiritual attack shows itself as an energetic block, and it's just being able to identify the intricacies of it that makes you understand how and why it's happening, whether it's something that's just you picking up, negative energies from different areas, or is it actually someone's workings. They can do it consciously, but they can also do it unconsciously. So say someone gets really totally angry at you for something, and they can project that anger, and unknowingly they can actually create an energetic imprint which acts as a curse, okay, or a hex. So that kind of works in a similar way, but that is the unknown way of placing curses and hexes. Okay, so I don't want to keep talking for a long time, so I'm really quickly going to touch on, I may need to create another video on this. So just for this video, I'm going to swap now to, the difference between if you're feeling mental stress and if it's an outside attack. Well, if you can trace your worry back to a specific incident, why you are worried about, say that you have a project at work that needs a lot of attention and you are really stressed out about that project, or you're studying for an exam and you're stressed out about that, well then that's your normal worry. But if you are going about your day and then all of a sudden you get this feeling at the pit of your stomach, always if you get this nasty negative feeling at the pit of your stomach that something's wrong, or something keeps reminding you, I just feel like I need more protection, please don't ignore those signs. That is your soul activating you. Your soul, there's no fear that lives in your soul, but your soul will activate you to anything negative or anything that you should be fearful of in a very loving way. So if you're feeling this feeling like at the pit of your stomach, and you just go, I just feel like I need extra layer of protection, or you start thinking about protection or something, that's your soul's way of alerting you. It's not like a freak out session where you are freaking out scared. That is your mental triggers going off. So that's one way of knowing if the stress is related to your normal activities or if it is outside of yourself. And also you may have like innate fears of things that you normally don't fear. So you may be fine going somewhere, but all of a sudden you kind of feel a bit fearful, or just irrational thoughts. So there are so many different ways where negative attacks can be placed on people. And that is why I say, if things seem out of the ordinary, not good, just ask for help. Take some time out to find out if there is anything to your fears or not. I mean, it doesn't take much, and it's better to have it addressed and have your fears pacified, and to be told, no, there's nothing else. It's just, accumulated mental thought, toxic patterns. That's all it is. So you're good to go. But if there is something, then you might as well take action and prevent it from causing sort of a domino effect in different areas of your life. So I hope this has been helpful to you. And if you would like to speak with me about if you feel that you are being spiritually attacked, or if you feel uneasy about something, or you want to talk about taking measures for proactive protection, which is what I always suggest, don't wait until the boat splits apart, just, maintenance. So if you would like to speak to me about protection, reversal workings, or increasing the layers of protection in different areas of your life, or for your loved ones, or your home, or work, or business, whatever it is, I would love to hear from you. Easiest way to contact me is through my website, soulenchantress.com. Joyous Blessings.